3, 2, 1, go. This is a very underrated SNES platformer. I highly recommend it, but it is hard.
Yes, it's very, very hard. Ocean's really notorious for having really difficult platformers, and this is definitely one of those. They made 2 Addams Family games for the Super NES. Ocean did, and the third one, I believe, wasn't made by Ocean. But this one and the first one they're actually really solid. Like, how many people know about these games? And this one, this is a really difficult stage.
Yes, I got the guillotine cycle skip here, which happens probably 1 in 3 runs, and then because I did a damage skip on the first level, there it is again. But okay, we're gonna go a little bit safe now because I still want to get a good time. Deaths are not very costly in this game if you're near the start of a level, so I may end up suiciding at certain points just to restore health, because there are a lot of damage skips and they save often more time than dying, or more time than avoiding a death.
That's one of the things right there that actually make this game a lot easier.
Yeah,
some of these...
wall jumping is a glitch. It's not a feature of the game, and it's tricky. The timing is very tight. A lot of lag in here. Okay, that was a perfect level.
This game's frame rate is actually pretty solid, so to see lag in this game is really impressive.
I had about 8 fireballs chasing me there, and if I'd slowed down at all, they would have all caught up and I'd have been screwed. Okay, this first world I do not recommend. If you play this casually, don't start on this world. This is hard. You probably want to pick the lab or the attic. Okay, first boss. To the person running the timer, after each boss you'll see a menu screen. It's the Scavenger hunt checklist. When that vanishes is the timing for the end of the game at the 6th boss.
Yeah, I'll give you time.
Yeah. Best tune in the game right here. To ride this rocket, I was too low. I have to go damageless on level 2 then. There is a room in the attic which is awful. It's called the rocket room, affectionately. It's the biggest, by far the biggest source of RNG in the game. It can just destroy me, especially now.
Attic's really cool. There's a lot of hidden areas. Different odds on it. And it has a lot of features in the game too.
Would now be an okay time to read some comments?
Yeah, rocket rooms will eat me alive. Go ahead.
Okay, Christopher Perriman gave $20. Just got back to catch the end of Secret of Evermore. I hope I'm not too late to donate for the first time for the cart.
Okay.
Money goes to the runner's choice at the time of reading out. So,
That's another crystal right there.
Super Metroid 100%.
Super Metroid 100%. Okay, great.
1%.
Also, Robert Minerick gave $5. Green Ambler again wanted to get another donation in for my favorite
First try.
streamer, Awesome Run Meta.
That's a very fine trick.
Yeah, that one's really tough to do. So you gotta jump off the cannon and grab a little bit of room to actually grab the ball and get that charge.
Next room has a very difficult opening, and then the rest has some damage sources I gotta be careful about. Ah, missed it. Missed it again. Get the rocket.
Yeah, and these rockets are based on like.
Okay, there we go.
They'll come down until they hit your plane and they.
Yeah, you trigger them by being in the same vertical position as them. So you'll see me juking them like this to get them out of my way. Ah. Especially when you're up next to a cannon, cannonball timing is really fine. Not as bad as some things, but I better get the heart.
Yeah, there's a lot of neat little hidden things like that. You just like touch a certain part of a wall
25 coins will give you a heart, 100 coins will give you a life, and a 1-up token will also give you a heart. So there's lots of ways to get health in this, but it doesn't matter.
Actually, I know.
Everything eats you alive. Huh?
Actually, I know the 1-up gives you health.
Yep. Getting a 1-up via points, 50,000 points, does not give you a heart though. Okay, that's a tricky one.
Normally, you're supposed to, there's a can at the top of the stage, you're supposed to hold right down there.
Yep, I just skipped that whole sequence.
Yeah.
A lot of the skips in this game are subtle and might not be apparent, but it's so much going on at once, I'm probably not going to be explaining very much.
It's a very fast-paced game. It's really
That level looked a lot harder than it actually was. The routing is very tight there. Bosses in this game are usually easy. There are 2 that can mess me up, and we'll save that for a surprise. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, bathroom. This has the swimming section, the latter half of it.
This is usually the one you
Actually,
want to
can you
start
turn
out
down the TV a little? Because it's going to get loud when we get there.
with.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay. This is there's a lot of built-in shortcuts and secrets in this game. This is one of them. It skips a good chunk of the bathroom. It's the biggest built-in skip in the game. You'll see me do what look like zips later on, particularly in the icebox world. And that's actually built in too. There are no actual zips in this game. Get a safety heart here.
Really, the only glitch is the wall jump.
Mhm.
That's like,
But it breaks so much of the game.
yeah.
In very small ways. There are no large sequence breaks, just a lot of small ones.
Yeah.
This room has gotten so tight. Like from here on, I'm very confident in the game. The tower has a lot of things that can go wrong. I'm not surprised I lost a little time there.
Yeah, just that one thing is really impressive. I mean, if you never played this game and thinking, oh, it doesn't seem that bad, it's really tough.
The round platforms here, if you land on the leading edge of them, on the slanted, curved surface, you have a chance to bounce. And if you bounce, you lose control for a moment. And if I try to jump off those narrow platforms like that, I will land in the water. There are no chances to heal in the bathroom, but I'm in very good shape. I'm consistent at this, and I have 3 hearts, which is very strong here. There are also some new strategies that make this a little bit safer. I'm very glad to have figured those out. This game, like I said, there was a 36-minute run on YouTube. There was also a guy, when I signed up for SGDQ, who popped out of the woodwork on the SDA forums and was like, hey, somebody else who runs Pugsley, cool. And I didn't know, like I'd watched the task. There is a task out there on taskvideos.org. It is like 7 minutes shorter than my record, and this is a 22-minute record. So there are wall jumps. There were wall jumps in the task, and I thought that's a computer-only trick. But Colonel Fatso came along on the SDA forums and said, "Hey, here's how you wall jump." And I'm like, I just had it was a kid in a candy store that night, just figuring out all the different things I could break the game with the wall jumps.
Yeah, when
It's useful everywhere.
you learn something like that, you pretty much just fall asleep for the next couple days.
It broke like a third of the levels. Just that one trick. Okay, I'm down to 2 hearts. That's pretty good, actually. I should be okay in this level. This level used to troll me a lot, but I've got a few new tricks up my sleeve. Like there's the second oyster that you see up here floating around, past these spikes. He used to clip through me a lot, and just ignore my hitbox, and then hurt me once he was inside my hitbox.
Yeah, the hitboxes in the water area are really strange.
And this is Pugsley's maximum ascent speed. He can't go up any faster than that. I'm pumping with perfect rhythm. I need a audio cue here. Okay. This is the second hardest boss because I can still 2-cycle him, but I missed the 3 hits in the first cycle. Those tentacles have a much larger hitbox than it looks like. This is a very dangerous boss, especially for a casual player. The task goes through his body. Okay,
Nice.
it's close. The task goes through his body, and I've managed to clip through it accidentally, but I don't have any control over it. It just wants to force you out on a random side. So that's not a viable strategy there. The lab is really easy. There are hearts everywhere, and a lot of cool tricks, including one that's like one of my favorites is in here. I'll point it out when it shows up.
The eyeball enemies, you can just walk, run across
There's a
them.
thing, yeah, there's a thing with enemies that you run over though. They have a strange hit detection because if you land on top of them, you kill them. If you run into them while you're on the ground, you kill them. If you come at them diagonally when you're not on the ground, you have a chance to get hit because the side of the top of their hitbox can hurt you. And of course coming from below if you're on a lower ledge. But so I'll be very careful around enemies that are rolling on the ground. That's an easy way to get hurt. There's a safety one up there that I used to be counting on for the marathon, but I've been so far from a game over for so long that I don't care anymore. I would have taken it if I needed help though.
Is it okay if I read a donation or two?
This is an easy part.
Great. Michael Whitehead gave $5 and said, "Hey guys, what you do is amazing. You're also entertaining. Thanks for all the fun I've had watching. Put the money towards whatever the first person to take their shoe off and get it in the camera shot wants."
Oh, Richter beat me.
Oh man, good job, Richter. What do you want it to?
That last stream when I landed on the block, I bounced off immediately. This game has jump buffering. If you're in the air and you hold B, you will jump a second time when you land. Very useful. And it's, oh, I got that elevator. That's extremely rare. But it helps a lot, and it's the only reason that wall jumping isn't a one-frame trick. Because wall jumping involves glitching yourself into the wall 1 pixel, and then you have a jump buffered, so it thinks you landed, and then it jumps you again. But the time, if it wasn't for jump buffering, you would have to do those on the same frame.
Yeah,
Okay, here's the trick.
Oh, nice.
Screw electricity.
The jump buffer in this game is a little different than some other games like Super Mario Bros.
This is a really good world so far. 3 hearts here is very strong. I have the cellar next, and if I can leave this world with full health, I'll be in great shape.
There's actually a hard mode in this game that people know about, but you can actually start the game with 1 heart, which is ridiculous. You get like a slightly different ending, like it's just like a different message. But,
Yeah, the ending of this game is really lame. It gives you one message and then you go to the credits.
yeah.
Okay, spider boss. If I get a good start here, this is going to be... Okay, good. Ah, it's okay. Those little spiders, if I don't get, and I didn't, if I don't get 7 hits at least on the first cycle, they can get in my way after he reaches the ceiling. That staircase that I just tried to go down, you have to be very careful around that. It's difficult to descend there. You have to be moving slowly, and you have to be starting like right before it. Okay. Yes, that's luck right there. It's not like RNG, but based on my movement immediately before, I do have a chance to get hit by that spike eyeball thing. That's its official name, by the way.
Spike eyeball. Pretty good name.
To differentiate it from the eyeballs in the lab. This is a really good run so far. I don't care about that damage. I have some backup strats. I do care about that damage. Now I'm in danger. I'm gonna need to get the heart here, and it might cause a death. Okay, good.
Nice.
That's a scary spot. If I had 2 hearts there, I would just keep going, because that heart can cause you to need another heart. Coin timing is really important in this game. It's really hard to tweak later on, so you just have to do it by ear. But you want to keep yourself near a multiple of 25 coins, because that will heal you. I'm in pretty good shape right now on coins. I'll get a few more at the end of this level, and then have a really good amount of coins for the last level in case I get hurt. Okay. I'm a little high, but that's alright. Random heart in the wall. You're only seeing like a tenth of the secrets in this game right now.
There's a ton of them.
They're everywhere. Like, it's wallpapered with secrets. So it's a really good game for a casual player to just explore. Because a lot of the secrets make the game easier because of the coins and hearts that you get. So knowing where a lot of the secrets are is a significant advantage as a casual player. And actually, I found some of the secrets after I started playing this game by watching YouTube videos. And some of them have placed new hearts in areas where they're really useful and really good to have if I need them. New damage skip here. Nice.
Oh. Yeah, this is like one of the harder areas.
That was cool. That was perfect level.
Really good.
The cellar is so hard. The levels, the first 4 worlds I did are unlocked from the beginning. The cellar is unlocked after you complete the lab because Uncle Fester moves down there. And then the ice box, the next world, is only available when all the other worlds are completed. And as a kid, it took me like several years to complete it.
Yeah, this is
This game is very slippery. It has a lot of ice physics everywhere. Every world has pretty slippery ice physics, like. And then the last world is an ice world.
the controls are actually really solid.
Yep.
Like it, Pugsley controls really well.
Okay, this is the best boss in the game, and it's also the hardest.
Dude, that is one evil washing machine.
Quick kill here is extremely hard. Got him. Thank you. That's one of the hardest things to do in the game. Suicide here because the next map has some really time-saving damage skips, or not damage skips, but tricks that have a high risk of damage, especially the one in the middle of the level.
Could I read a comment or two?
After this level,
Okay, I'll wait.
I need focus for
Yeah,
this.
it's a really difficult stage.
Okay, there we go. The penguins there, if they're not in the wrong spots, if you spawn them wrong, they can get in your way, and there's nothing you can do if you're at 1 heart. Go ahead. I'm safe now.
Okay, Jesse Brenhold donated $10 and said, I accidentally stumbled upon this stream when playing, or when DKR was playing. Had no idea what it was for such an awesome cause, or that this kind of thing ever happened. Glad to see it over 100K. And yeah, we are glad too. By the way, all money is going to our charity, Doctors Without Borders, which does a lot of relief efforts and a lot of great stuff around the world. So donate, help us out, help them out, help us, help them, help you.
This level has to be perfect because I took too much damage. Midway through, like 2/3 of the way through the level, I can get a heart. Okay. Good. Alright, almost. Oh, crap. Come on. These blocks are really finicky.
Yeah,
They tend to favor the right side. So if you hit them on the far left side, sometimes they don't trigger. Nearing the end now. I'm probably about 5 levels away. Botched that. That was a new skip, new routing. Okay, that's about a 10-second loss, I think. It's not bad. And it does mean, actually I picked up some time there because I can now do the damage boost at the end of this right here. I kill those if I'm less than full health. because in the next level there's another damage skip. This is one of the coolest in the game. I found this by accident while practicing. Just landed on top of that spike, and then I was like, I wonder if I can save that and use it, and I could.
Yeah, a lot of these skips doesn't seem like it saves much time, but it does. Stages are really long and can be really confusing.
This is one of the hardest levels in the game because the combination lock is spread out over the whole level, and you use trial and error for the combination locks. This level is probably the hardest in the game. I've memorized the block positions because one time I died in here, and normally if you do all those combinations you're seeing, it leaves coins above where the blocks are. If you die, like, coins never ever respawn, even if you're game over. So if you die in this level, you have to do it blind. Okay, we're 2 levels away from the final boss now. This is an easy level. The next one is kind of medium. Good. I slowed my crawl just enough there to slide under without losing any speed. If you go full speed there, you get caught up. Okay, just taking a safe strat there. This is the last level of the game, and I got that. Nice. Heart here, I'm home free now. There's nothing that can kill me. Final boss, the time will be when the green screen appears after the boss dies. He has 8 hits. Yep. 2 cycle, please. And time.
21:41.
World record. Actually, that won't be the world record in a moment. That's 21:41. I have a 21:34 recorded, so that's gonna be submitted when I get home. I didn't have time to submit that before I left.
Yeah, that was a great run.
Very neat. A game that I have never seen before, but just watching it, it looked extremely impressive. And, you know, everywhere there was danger.